Hello all. Well, we haven't done an environmental assessment of the planet for a while. Let's go over the board and see if we're cooling, warming, or staying about the same. Well, of course, it looks like we're warming at an even faster pace. Let's see what the stats are. May was the warmest May since record keeping in 1880. January through May was the warmest on record on the planet. 2015 was the second warmest on record, or some people say it's tied. Ocean temperatures were the warmest on record for May. Land temperatures for May were tied for the warmest on record. This graph right here shows the temperatures, just the temperatures. As you can see, in 1880 we were going down in temperatures, and we sort of fluctuated until we got to the 1930s when World War II started. Once World War II was in full blaze, and I do mean that literally, several cities were on fire and burnt to the ground, which added to severe global climate change, which peaked in 1940. Then we went down again in temperature and went up and down for a while. About the roughly around between 1980 and 1990, we started to go up very quickly. And today we're this far above the warming. Let me show you another chart that makes it a little more clear. Well, I'm on another ride, and I thought I would come back and do an earthquake update since we're doing an environmental video here. About a year and a half ago, we had an earthquake, a 6.2 or something, up in the North Bay, and it caused the water tables throughout the North Bay all the way to the San Francisco to rise. And we checked this, what we call the earthquake creek, and I wanted to check it again for you guys to update. Let's take a look. As you can see, it's still running about the same amount. Let's go look at a new peer-reviewed study of some of what's happening on the planet. So, 3 different universities, Stanford, Princeton, and Berkeley in California, have all done the same study. That's what peer-reviewed means. It gets studied by your peers. So it's proven, a more proven study than any others done. And they have concluded that vertebrates, in other words, any animal with a backbone, are disappearing at a rate 114 times faster than normal. What's the designation for normal in this study? Well, what they're talking about is between extinction events is normal. When animals are not going extinct, they're actually adding or staying about the same. That's what they're using for the normal. So from that period to the extinction period, their vertebrates are disappearing 114 times faster than normal. Oh dear, we better go look and see what the others are doing. Well, there still are some birds left. So the amphibians are the ones that live in water, tadpoles, frogs, lizards, snakes, all that type of thing. They are also on the decline. By 1/3 to 1/2 are threatened with extinction. More than 120 have already gone extinct. The Global Amphibian Assessment Report is where we get these facts. The drought continues here in California. So NASA, the space agency here in the U.S., has conducted long-term studies on underground water supplies, and they have found this. It's not too good. 21 out of 37 of the largest aquifers around the planet are losing their water table, and it is dropping to a record low in many parts of the world. In fact, all the water tables of the world, according to NASA, are now being drained faster than the rains can fill them back up. There are so many reasons why you don't want to deplete your groundwater. One is it's the only source of drinkable water on the planet because the surface water is becoming so contaminated and polluted, and it is running out in many parts of the world. So the population, as it grows, is depending more and more on groundwater as it is quickly being drained away. One of the worst spots are here in California in the Central Valley, where there's an aquifer underneath, which has been supplying the water to grow all the fruits and vegetables that feed a good portion of the planet right here in California, is now on the 13 worst list. Okay, let's go over and look at what the food supply is doing. That's not looking good. Let me show you an example. So the Food Estimates Committee in South Africa has discovered that due to the heat wave in South Africa, that the 2015 corn crop will shrink by 32%. There's a lot of things causing our food to decline these days. Population is increasing and the food is decreasing. The fresh water is decreasing. The storms are getting more severe. Extreme flooding is going on all over the place now. There's so many reasons to ride a bicycle, move within 5 miles of your work. Just those two things right there. And eat organic vegetarian. And those three things will make your footprint so much smaller than just about anything else you can do. Sorry to bring more bad news to you. My goal here is to try and educate people so that they can change their ways, so that maybe we don't have to go down the extinction path. Humans are pretty resourceful, and you would think we would figure something out. But just the opposite is happening. Denial, denial, denial. I appreciate all the ups and downs and the comments on the last videos. Until next time.